going to New York, meeting Essence Magazine, nuffing up myself because Jamaica said, oh, Althea Laing, she too nuff. But nuffing, you have to be a little nuff to get sometimes, to get the things that you want out of life. Nuff, but not give up of yourself sexually in order to get to where you want to go. And when I went to New York, Essence Magazine, I stayed in touch with them, and then they called, and one day said, you know, Althea, we want a real chocolate girl like you. So I was like, really? Hello? And I told Leroy, and Leroy said, you really want to go? I said, yes. So he said, all right, buy the ticket for you. And I went off to New York. And when I went to New York, I went to meet them the following day in Manhattan, big Manhattan, look up and see the big building and whatever. And when I went in, they did the Polaroids and the photographers. Everybody was like, wow, this girl is so different. Now, in Jamaica, they used to, when I won Miss Jamaica Fashion Model, somebody said, but we have this girl ugly like, she black and ugly like, right? And then I head into New York, and it's like, oh, you're so exotic, and look at your lips, and you're just so fabulous. So a whole new world opened up to me, right? So when I shot for the cover of Essence Magazine, and I called Mr. Cooper. I said, Mr. Cooper, I'm on Essence Magazine, September 1985. He said, oh, really? Oh. Everybody know Mr. Cooper. I said, yes, sir, and I'm going to send you a copy. Then what happened was that we had this fabulous spread, I understand, in the paper. Pulse Model makes a cover of Essence Magazine. And the rest is history. I'm the trailblazer. I'm the grandmother. I made it all happen, whether we want to accept it or not. And thank God for Jesus that I got the opportunity to do that at an age like that. And it was wonderful because I did Ebony, I did Essence, another issue of Essence when I was 35. And I did fashion shows in New York. I went to London at one point, Chic Magazine, and, you know, but it was very hard to break in at that time. So I give kudos to what Dwight Peters is doing with Saint International Models, for all those persons who have their dreams and how hard he's working to place them. I think the industry has gone really, really to a next level. And I really want to congratulate him for taking it there, because for me, that is just watching my whole birthing a whole new industry, which is what I did.
Right. Which is wonderful as a trailblazer. But tell us a little about what happened during that time when you were a fashion model, the things that you had to endure, because you were sharing with us, Offset, some of the things that you had to go through.
All right, one experience that I remember that I had was that I was casted for a particular job. And in the evening, my agent in New York called me. She said, the client wants to see me again. And she gave me an address. And I said to her, but this looks like the address of somebody's apartment. She says, well, I don't know, but it's possible. You know, I don't, you know, but she knows what she's doing, you know. Because in New York, some of these models work as escorts and all of that stuff, in addition to doing modeling. So when I went, I realized it was an apartment. Anyway, I knocked on the door. I had my portfolio under my arms, had on my jacket, my coat, and everything. And the door opens, and the gentleman opens the door in his robe. Dimmed lights. The mood has been set. So I looked at him. I said, anyway, I walked in, and the book was there, and he said, oh, he soon come, like he was going to say he was just coming out of the shower and whatever, because of my reaction. Anyway, he came and he sat down and asked to look at the portfolio again, and I gave him the portfolio. Then he stretches his hand across the chair and tries to wrap his arms around me. So I moved back, and I said, excuse me. I said, how old do you think I am? Because by this time, everybody thinks I'm like 17, 18. I said, I'm a big woman. I said, I'm 29, I'm 30, and I am from the island of Jamaica. And I hurry sells fabric, right? Those days I wasn't really trying to live my life the way that I'm living it now. And I bought yards and yards of fabric, and I gave it to him, right? And I left. No, the agent called me and said, what happened? What transpired? Whatever. I said, I don't know, but if I don't have to do that job in the morning, I don't want to do it. Anyway, it was booked and everything already for the shoot. So I went in, and when I went in and I walked in, the man was standing there, and I held my head so high and stepped through, because after all, you never got an opportunity to use me. And I want to say something to a lot of the young girls, is that they might